sunrise on the Trout River. Good morning, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. It's on mornings like these where I really am just so thankful to my Heavenly Father for creating this world and making it as beautiful as He has, and putting me on it. Well, it's low tide. It's not the prettiest sight at low tide, but it's still pretty nice. That's all mud. The water's way over there. So today on the homestead, we gotta continue doing some more of these cleanup projects. Still have to get my trusses that are stacked up out of the way of the dumpster before I leave for this camping trip this weekend. And then I still have some concrete work I'm trying to get done inside the garage. Try to get that done. And also sometime today, these are my rabbit pens over here. They've been a little neglected this past year. You know, it's been busy around our house with a new baby and one on the way. But all of this deep mulching in here that they live on, about a 2 or 3 inch layer needs to be scraped back. Look at them going to town. Them girls must be coming in the heat. We're smelling them. They're getting feisty. Well, springtime, love is in the air. But anyways, yeah, I need to scrape these out. Scrape these pins out. Then I'll take this material, and which is just a whole bunch of wood chips, needles, pine cones, leaves, rabbit poop, and rabbit pee. And I will go spread this on the garden, minus the sticks and the pine cones. I'll get that stuff out of there. So I thought I'd bring you out here with me. I came to check on the garden, and I am walking down the rows right now. And the only green that I'm seeing belongs to the weeds. So, nothing yet. But hey, the seeds have only been in the ground for 3 days. But I have been watering every day now. And so I'm really excited to see how this garden patch over here does this year. This is my newer garden patch that I started last season. And all I did was I turned the soil once. It was covered in grass. I turned the soil once, and then I covered it with a ton of mulch, leaves and needles and stuff. And then just let it sit all year. I didn't plant anything in it last year. But you know, I take that back. I did try to plant a couple of beans and a couple of corn, and everything sprouted up, but didn't do well at all. Fizzled out and died off before they put anything out. So I'm not sure what that means, because I am not a horticulturalist or a master gardener. All I know is that it means is your pantry is still empty. So anyways, yeah, this past late summer, we put all these wood chips in, a good 4 or 5 inches of layers of wood chips. And I know, according to the whole back to Eden gardening method, that's too much, but you work with what you've got, right? But no, I'm willing to just wait and let this continue to break down and build the soil. And I'm just not in a huge hurry to produce all of my own food on my land. I do want to produce as much as I can. I do want to be as productive as I can, but I have to balance my time spent in the garden. And if I have a huge garden and I don't have time to tend it, then what good is it? So having 2 smaller patches that I have a pretty good feeling I can, maintain control of, and try to get the most production out of those 2 patches as I can this year. So that's my theory. That's what I'm practicing trying to do this year. So we'll see how it works. And hopefully you will be along for the ride. Getting to work, doing something every day. have your membership to the Homestead Gym. Another water break. Another water break. Well, the pile has been moved. And now, that's right, you guessed it, It's a water break time. Remember, people, stay hydrated. Here's a little fun fact for you. This is plantain, this broadleaf plant right here, and it just grows wild in my yard. This is a highly nutritious and fairly good tasting green. You can pick them and eat them raw, put them in your salad. They're a little tough, like stringy when they're raw, so we like to steam them and eat them like a steamed spinach. But they're very nutritious, very good for you. They just grow wild out here. On this episode of National Geographic Wild Adventures, we study the giant red-headed woodpecker in his native habitat, feasting on the insects in the trees. So even on a day when I wasn't planning on going to Home Depot, not once, not even once, I had everything I needed, or so I thought. A project popped up that I wasn't even planning on doing today. I noticed a very small, very slow dripping from the hot water heater. But it's all right. We're making the homestead great again, and this is part of it. Thank God, I'm only a few minutes from Home Depot, and thank God I know exactly what I need and I know how to fix it and I can do it myself and I don't have to call a plumber. So, here we go. Hey everybody, sorry about the delay in the video. The other day when I was working on all these projects, I had some other things come up, and then it was Thursday night, and then I ended up working late to try and get some of these things done because Friday morning early, I left to go on that camping trip with my son that I posted that last video about. If you haven't checked it out, look at it, watch it, it's awesome. We had so much fun. And but I kind of left you hanging on Thursday's projects that we were working on. I just wanted to show you the end result of what we finished so far, and so you guys can know where we're at and where we're going from here. So this is the scuttle hole. If you remember, that was opened up under the house there. It's all framed in with a plywood door over it, and it is sealed up so we'll have no critters and no stinky smell from underneath the house getting in the garage. Also, let's see, what else did we do? We found that we got our hot water heater reinstalled, and the leaky joints that were leaking from me cross-threading a fitting, got that fixed. We got our washer and dryer put back in, so we have started to wash clothes again, and we are steady on the move. Today, I just got back from work. I have a sick child, and I am heading to the store right now to buy a thermometer because you never know where your thermometer is until your child gets sick. And we probably have 2 or 3 of them in this house somewhere, but our children rarely get sick. It's probably been 2 years or more since we've had to use a thermometer for a sick child. So now I've got to go to the store and buy a thermometer and pick up some other groceries while we're there. It's also kind of rainy today, so I doubt I would have been able to get any projects done anyways. So that being said, living life. You go live yours. Enjoy every day. Get the most out of each day that you can. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your kids. Guys, spend time with your wives. Oh yeah, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe so you get all the videos as they come out. Have a good one, y'all.